For the mp7, we're doing a small game called 2048, and it's really a small game, and we all know how to play it. Basically, it's just merge two same pieces into one, and you just move it. And for this one, we mainly use three libraries. The most important is the TK Enter one. We use it to draw the canvas. So this is actually our canvas, the white thing, and we draw this grids on it. So this is the main function to run. We initialize something in here, but most of the initialized things are in the init function. So these are those pieces. So it just hexadecimal colors, and I just copy the colors from the website. It's the default colors, and it generates some pieces too initially, and those are random pieces, and these are the two second most important functions. They call each other, and every time I call it, it's just gonna delete everything and draw it again. So it's gonna look like changing, but how it works is it deletes everything, and it draws the board again and again. So it looks different every time. Cut. It's really a small game. We don't have a lot of difficulties, but there's one part I feel a little bit difficult is the moving part. Because we are now looping over each element and comparing to consecutive grids. So we can use two for loops, nested for loops to loop over it. So I chose to use the one for loop, the outer loop, to loop over each row, and use a while loop to loop over each column. And you can just have a lower index and a higher index and compare those two. If there's a space between them, you're just gonna move it. And I only wrote the move right and move left part. For the down and up part, I can just I can just transpose the array. Like after you transpose it, you can use right and left function to do the up and down thing and transpose it again back to the normal array. So I feel like that's the more difficult part.
In practice, the computer will read the keyboard input from the user. For example, when you press down here, you will call the function move down, merge down, and then move down. The first move down will move all the elements to the lowest part of the board, and then the merge down function will actually create a new board based on the current state and then add the equal number together. Also, this will create a new atom at random location using the random.randInt function. These are the most important code in our program. And lastly, you will receive a message about whether you win or fail and ask you whether you want to restart the game. If you want to restart, this will call the function create new board.